All right, y'all, what's good? Elijah here with the Green Grinders Club. So I did a little test run earlier just to test out the settings and tap into the community, but it seems that the hottest thing on the block right now is this vitamin E acetate. Everybody's talking about vitamin E acetate and what. Let me turn off this fan. Fan's kind of loud. Everybody's talking about this vitamin E acetate. And so I wanted to do some research here on the stream with you guys, and maybe we can get some answers. So vitamin E acetate, what's up with it? So vitamin E acetate, I'm going to start with Wikipedia. It's a common vitamin supplement with a molecular formula that's unnecessary. It's often used in dermatological products such as skin creams. Tocopherol acetate? That's another common name for it. Tocopherol acetate is not oxidized and can penetrate through the skin to the living cells, where about 5% is converted. So usually you apply it externally, okay? Ooh, right on. So Wikipedia doesn't even have much information on vitamin E acetate in terms of how it affects lung behavior. They haven't gotten up to updating it. This is really, really hot stuff. So hit that little back stream. I wish I knew how to live stream, but I'm not that advanced at this, you know. So if I could have a way to throw up what I'm looking at on the screen right here, yo, let me know in the chat, because I'm just gonna read what I see, you know. Bam. The next post, and this is the one I think I see everybody quoting, is the Washington Post. So I'm gonna throw the link up in the damn, they got the ad blocker shit on. Refresh, okay. Here we go. Contaminant found in marijuana vaping products linked to deadly lung illnesses. Tests show. So let me throw this up in the stream if you guys want to follow along. Boom. Yo, yeah, this is the hottest thing on the block, Cheney. Yo, everybody's been talking about this vitamin E acetate all week, so I'm trying to get down to the bottom of it myself. From what I understand, this is just from hearsay. The first person, people have been dying from these vape products for the past couple months, but the first person died a few days ago from a cartridge that they purchased at a legal dispensary in in Oregon. They purchased this legal cart from Oregon, got like oil pneumonia and died. Shit's wild. So I'm reading this Washington Post article. I threw it up in the chat. Let's check it out. State and federal health officials investigating mysterious lung illnesses linked to vaping have found the chemicals in samples of marijuana products used by people sickened in different parts of the country. Okay. And the oil is derived from vitamin E. So I have a video talking about the legit sizzies versus street sizzies. And what I've learned from doing that and reading the comments is people use a lot of, like, I don't know if they call them terp thickeners, or they use cutting agents in unregulated carts in order to get the consistency right, make sure it burns and has a nice flow, you feel me? So if vitamin E, so in the legal market, they use MCT or propylene glycol. MCT is made from coconut oil. Propylene glycol is like it's like a neutral vaping sugar, from what I understand, you know? But if you're using these terp thickeners and shit, they make that out of other stuff. And maybe one of these other things is vitamin E acetate. I'm hypothesizing right now because I'm still reading the article, you feel me? That same chemical, vitamin E acetate, was also found in nearly all cannabis samples from patients who fell ill in New York in recent weeks. Okay, so we're talking about New York and Oregon. So that's national, across the country, you feel me? It's not edibles, it's just vapes, from what I understand. We're just talking about vapes. So if the issue is across the country, then it might be a hardware issue or an issue with the way that they're doing the oils, you know? Because if you're getting it from that reach is crazy. I don't know how many brands have product both in New York and in Oregon. I know that New York is a relatively new market, so there's probably still a lot of booth out on the streets. But Oregon got to their legal status before us, you know? What's up, Lola? We're talking about vitamin E acetate. This seems to be the hottest thing on the streets right now. So I'm reading this Washington Post health article. It's in the chat if you want to check it out. I don't know how to do the screen share yet, so yeah, I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy that it seems that anybody can fall victim to this. In New York and in Oregon, Oregon's been regulated longer than we have in California. So vitamin E is found naturally in certain foods. Canola oil, olive oil, almonds, okay. So it doesn't seem to be, it's not known to cause harm when ingested as a vitamin supplement on the outside. But as an inhalation chemical, it's an issue, you know? So, okay. Interesting to know. Yeah, I'm just learning with you guys. If you guys have feedback, if you guys know something that I don't know, drop it in the comment section. Let me know. Let me see what else. All right, so that's the Washington Post. They think yeah, a lot of these cats are smoking booth street carts, they say. Many patients have told officials and clinicians they bought cannabis products off the street. Okay. Not one substance has been identified in all the samples, okay? Vitamin E acetate is not an approved additive for New York State medical marijuana program authorized vape samples. And it's not in nicotine-based products. So if you guys puff on Juuls, you're okay. Thoughts on AeroPro? I have my AeroPro battery. One of the bartenders at Showgrow told me that Yocan sells like a magnetic adapter that you can put on most of your carts, and then that way you can use that vibrating AeroPro battery with everything. But as for the brand itself, it's cool, but I'm not sold on it, you know? They don't have the distribution, or they just don't have the distribution a lot of these other things have. And I don't think the tactile feedback is as big of a deal as some of the other new innovating technologies. Like ABX and Moxie are both pushing this dart really hard, and the dart feels real premium, you know? It's not tactile feedback, but do you need it to be? Yeah, the Yocan adapter is legit, bro. It's legit. It just, screw it on, and then all that proprietary shit AirPro is talking, you can smoke Select on there if you want, you know? Smoke your Ascend cartridge if you want, however you want to get down. So I think AirPro is cool. I think I wish they didn't patent that technology. I wish they would have allowed the market to enjoy that the way Tesla, if Tesla's confident about their product, they got all these cats using their charging stations, you know? AeroPro should have allowed that tactile feedback to permeate the market and just say, yo, we were the first to do it, like Americans on the moon, you know? I don't even know if Americans were the first ones on the moon, but yeah, what up? Hey, real talk, that's funny. I'm here in Whittier right now, but I do all my stuff in Long Beach because Whittier doesn't have a regulated cannabis market. So if you're buying stuff in Whittier, it's pointless to do media out here because there ain't no money out here, you know? There's no corporate cannabis interest pushing the narrative forward. You got to go to Long Beach for that. So they started popping up here in Oklahoma. As long as it's not from the street, bro, I'm talking about that vitamin E acetate, and I wonder if AeroPro has issues with that. Okay, boom. Americans first on the moon, Russians first in space. Thank you. That was dope. Yeah, okay. So this vitamin E acetate, it seems that it is a popular additive in counterfeit carts. As of Thursday, New York had received 34 reports from doctors of severe pulmonary illness among patients who ranged from 15 to 46. Now, what that sounds like a bad batch, though. I'm not trying to be too, like, I don't know. I'm just thinking about how fentanyl hit a lot of these cats over here in California. Like, Lil Peep died, Mac Miller died from fentanyl-laced, like, drugs, you know? Like, Yo, yeah, this is inappropriate for the live stream. Never mind. Never mind. Da, da, da. Sometimes it's just a bad batch, though. Fox E News is on that. I hate Fox News, but let's see what Fox has to say. Yeah, 34 cases of severe pulmonary illness. That's a lot of people. Age 15 to 46, that's like the casual stoner. Yeah, this vitamin E acetate. So I wish that there was a way to determine, like, how do you tell? All I can do is buy regulated, but if they're getting them at, I don't know. It's a sticky game. It's a sticky game. Because what if that Oregon dispensary purchased illegal carts and just stuck some stickers on them? Or maybe they just got their license. There's so much fine print and so much finesse you got to walk in order to really drill down here and figure out what the issue is. Because I have people telling me now that they're going to just stop hitting carts, period, you know? That they're good on carts. Yeah, I'm going back to flour. And it makes me, like, it gives me like pause, like, who wants to hit something that's gonna kill them, you know? And I was smoking flower well before I was doing this cartridge shit, so I don't know. That was my 2 cents. Let me see. I'm gonna check out one more article. Here, this is the Fox News one if you guys want to follow along. But they say a lot of the same stuff as the Washington Post. Washington Post broke this story, so boom, that's Fox News. So after the Wikipedia source, you have Washington Post, you have Fox News, and then the very next suggestion is from Lotion Crafter. Cats is out here vaping lotion? Is that what this shit is? It's like you're vaping lotion, huh? You think purchasing carts from a dispensary has no fear of what's going on? So, I think it gives me pause. That's for damn sure, you know? But I think it's important to note a couple things. I'm not trying to be the first person to die, but I haven't seen any reported. Somebody get in the comment section and let me know. But I haven't seen any reported injuries or deaths in the Southern California area, you know. And because distribution is so state by state, and municipalities have so much control over the cannabis market, that what's happening in New York has very little bearing on what's happening here in California. What's happening in Oregon has very little bearing on what's happening down here. So just because y'all games ain't tight doesn't mean our game's not tight, you know? But that's not to say that everybody doesn't use shady business practices. And if cats are making dirty carts out there, chances are people are trying to make a quick buck the same way out here. So it's a double-edged sword if I want to swing it that way, you know? I don't know. I know that all I can suggest is for you to pick up from people that you trust, you know? Is it the same dude who smoked carts for 6 months? You got a link or can you DM me what you're talking about? I've been smoking carts for longer than 6 months, you know? But I'm not smoking them straight every day. Sometimes I'll have a day. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I had a day off though, you know? I don't know, man. It's really frightening more than anything else. I really thought this this cartridge revolution would be the future of cannabis. But with people dying and there's been no reported deaths of people dying off of cannabis smoke. But these cartridges have been out in mainstream for 2 years and already we caught 200 bodies. If that's not problematic, I don't know what is. Like, cannabis's claim to fame was the fact that it didn't kill nobody. If we're catching bodies now, then I might go back to flower, you know? Because if homie is smoking for 6 months off of something electronic and it killed him, but Cheech and Chong can blow trees for years and look like that, I'm doing the Snoop Dogg Cheech and Chong way, you know? Yeah, that's just how my brain looks at it. Let me see what else I got going on here. Ars Technica. I like Ars Technica, but this is 400. Okay, update September 6th. 1 p.m. Eastern Time, in a press briefing hosted by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, state and health officials reported that the count of severe lung disease linked to vaping is now up to 450 probable causes. 3 people have died from the condition, and a 4th death is being investigated. Cannabis caught 4 bodies today. Damn. That's crazy. 4 bodies. So yeah, I told my girl about it, and she texted me last night talking about, yo, I think I'm done with cannabis now. And I can't blame her. Like, I mean, I just picked up this really bomb cart too. But shit. Where's my cart at? See, look, I'm a fiend. I can't help it. That's how they got us. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of disheartening, man. I would love to hear some expert. Ooh, this is a podcast topic. There's a lot to say on this. I'd love to hear some experts' opinions on this. Again, the industry is so new. All this stuff is new to everybody, consumers and experts alike. We've never had educated, honest conversation about cannabis and its effects on health before, because it was such a polarizing topic. Either you knew it was harmless and it cured cancers and made unicorns fall off the sky, or it was the devil's plant and you were going to be a stoner and a loser if you smoked, you know? And we know the truth is somewhere in the middle, probably closer to this side than this side, but yeah, man. Vitamin E acetate. Acetate. Yeah. All right, that's all I got. I'm gonna chill out. I got that podcast a little bit later, so thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna see if I can do this more often. I kind of like this live casting format. Appreciate you, Cheney. Check in. I don't know if you're on Instagram or on Facebook or anywhere else, but it'd be cool to see you on the other platforms too, bro. Or homegirl. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out.